Alright, good morning everyone. Let me quickly welcome us to our mathematics class this morning. And the topic we are looking at this morning is laws of indices. Laws of indices. What is indices? Index notation is a method of shortening the products of a numbers of equal functions or numbers that are the same. What that one is simply telling us is that let's assume e.g. a particular set of numbers is being given to us, like let's say 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 in 4 places like this. You don't have to stress ourselves. We can just come together and say, so far the base are equal. We can now say 5 raised to the power 4. 5 raised to the power 4. And this one is called power, or what? Index. Why this one is being called what? Base. So that is what the indices, law of indices is telling us, that any particular power that is being raised to a certain number of power, you can shorten it instead of writing it in a long form like this and write it in just a short form like this. Let's take a look at another one. B times B times B times B times B. Let's assume in the 6 places. Can ask as numbers, write it as what? B raised to the power 6. Why this one is what is our base, and this one is called what? Our power. Right. So these are the simple things I want us to know before we go further in our topic of today, because there are laws that guide indices. We have about 8 laws and some like 2 exceptional cases. So the first law we are going to be talking about this morning is laws of multiplication. Number 1, multiplication law. And what does this law is telling us? This law is simply telling us that when numbers, don't mind me, of equal bases are being added or are being multiplied, then their powers are added. Now, the law of multiplication is telling us that when a number of equal bases are being multiplied, their power should simply be added together. What does that mean is that, example given, 4 times 4 times 4. Or let's take a look at it like this. 4 raised to the power 3 times 4 raised to the power 2. So far they have the common base. Law of multiplication is telling us that we should take the one base and say 4, right? 3 plus 2 equals to 4 raised to the power 5. That is what the law of multiplication is telling us. That so far they have the common base, their power, their index to be added together. We can go for another example like this. I want to believe you are seeing it very well. Another example is, you can now say b raised to 6 multiplied by b raised to 2. If they have common base, then their power should be added, equals to b 6 plus 2 equals to b raised to power 8. That is what the law of multiplication is telling us. Multiplication law, that is what it's telling us. But there are what? And exceptional cases. Exceptional cases to this law is that, let's assume their base are not equal. What are we going to do? Exception. Another case, multiplication. Let's assume we now have 2 raised to power 3 times 3 raised to power 2 times 2 raised to power 4 times 3 raised to power 1. We can look at it very well as their base are not regular. So what we are going to do is take the one that have the common base, bring them together. That is 2 raised to power 3 times 2 raised to power 4 multiplied by 3 raised to power 2 times 3 raised to power 1. Then we can add this one together because they have common base. Now say 2, 3 plus 4 times 3, 2 plus 1. And now can give us 2 raised to 7 times 3 raised to 3. That is our final answer, and that is that for that cases if the base are not equal. Quickly let us move to another law because I want us to follow it to the latter. Another law that we are going to take a look at is law of division. Law of division. Division law. What does division law says? Division law says, it is telling us that if a number of the same base, when a number dividing numbers with equal base, the power of the divisor is subtracted from that of the dividend. Now let me put it down so that I can get it clearly. When dividing, all right, numbers with equal basis, the power of the divisor is subtracted from that of dividend. Now, what that one is telling us is that, example given, 5 raised to 6 divided by 5 raised to 4. So this one is, you can solve this one by saying 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 all over 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And this can give us 5 raised to power 6 divided by 5 raised to power 4 equals to, so far their base are equal, and I say 5, 6 minus 2 equals to 5 squared. That is that. So generally speaking, b raised to power y divided by b raised to power x equals to b y minus x. So when a number is being divided according to division law of indices, it's telling us that the base, so far the base are equal, what we are going to do is that we subtract the dividend, the divisor from what? The dividend. You divide what? You subtract the divisor from what? For dividend, and give you your answer. So I want us to take a look at this very well. If there's any where you don't understand, you can quickly put down your comments down so that I can attend to it as well. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can do so by giving us thumbs up, or if there's any area that we need to improve on ourselves so that I can serve you better. And I want you to meet me at the next class, because this is not all the law, this is just 2 out of the laws, so that I can as well do justice to the remaining law. Stay blessed and God bless you. Thank you.